aliens? That is the question that will be deciding for the remainder of this meeting. It's going to be very important, my dear elders, that you continue to help me decide if they deserve to live. And so I will ask you to help me by shouting out. No need to wait for me to call you by name, and shout out the suggestions as I ask them. You are all wonderful elders, and I love you.
Yes, yes, you'll make a beautiful Calaxian. Wonderful, almost as attractive and handsome as one that I used to know.
What say you, Ensign? Samuel?
If I say yes, what does that entail? What do I have to do?
Well, my transmogrifier survived the crash. It's here, hidden behind these bushes.
So shiny.
Step in. Be enveloped in the fog of transmogrification.
I have been overlooked my entire life, and I never had a family to raise me with love and attention.
We can be your new family.
That's right, you shall have thousands of siblings.
Thousands?
Yes. And will respect you, for every Calaxian holds each other in the highest.
Will I ever have to scoop, scrape, plunge, push, flush ever again?
No, no, no. We will have
Then yes!
Step in. I'll put in the settings. Welcome, brother.
Yes.
And cast off that human name, Samuel. For now you shall be known with a mighty warrior's name.
Saxon.
Saxon! Yes, I am now Saxon, a mighty warrior.
Yes, for once there was a Calaxian general who played an earthling brass instrument, reeded, and he sounded like the heavens, and he was Saxon. And he would spend his days saxing on and saxing off. And so you shall be known as Saxon.
Should I spend my days practicing saxing on and saxing?
You may spend your days chasing your passions, as long as you spend your nights avenging the Calaxians against our enemies.
The humans.
Captain! Look on the screen there.
What is that? That's our ensign?
Yes,
But
it appears that he's one of them now, a Calaxian. What do you make of this?
this is unbelievable. Commander!
Captain, I'm getting the oddest reading.
Captain, I don't understand. Why did he do this?
Check his DNA.
I did, Captain. My readings are indicating that there's a Calaxian in him.
Captain, when I interrupted the two of you earlier and you were having a private meeting, what was it that you were talking about?
Lieutenant, we have a Calaxian in our crew.
Oh my God.
Our ensign is 50% Calaxian lizard.
Oh,
No!
I was in mere inches from that man? A Calaxian?
Would that have explained the emu flu?
It's something that I can't explain.
Captain, you understand that their kind are responsible for wiping up my entire previous crew. If he is one of them, then he must be destroyed alongside.
Lieutenant, he's one of us. He's our crew member.
Look at him! He's put on a Calaxian outer skin.
Captain.
He's not one of us.
Failing!
Come in. Commander,
On screen.
bring him in.
On screen.
Captain, it is I, the one with whom you formerly knew as Samuel Roberts, but now, sex on!
Ensign! Ensign!
I'm no longer ensign, Captain. You will address me as such. Lord Saxon.
Do you realize the choice that you're making? You're leaving the United Coalition of Galaxies.
Yes, I realized that, Captain, once I stepped into the machine that turned me fully into this creature of beauty.
Ensign, do you realize that we have been commanded to destroy all the Galaxians?
Yes, and I'm here to please ask you, because I do have some... Leave us! Please.
Ensign, I cannot disobey my commands.
And I cannot disobey mine, Captain.
I'm telling you now, you have 12 hours to get back on this ship.
And I'm telling you now, you have 6 hours to leave.
I'm telling you now, you have 3 hours.
You have 1.5 hours, Captain.
Ensign. Captain, may I interject for 1 minute? Commander, it's a quick diversion. Ensign,
Yes?
when you come back to this ship, which I expect that you will, look down at your feet and tell me if you see any rocks. I'm hoping to find one that was round and shiny. I lost one, a pet rock. Commander, are you telling me that you've been on Waldorf 4 before? I've been near here, Captain. And you carried your pet rock with you. It's a talisman of...
I will never come back on that ship again.
And
any rock that I see, I will cast it into our machine to be thrown at you to destroy everything and everyone.
Damn it!
Gringo! This, then, is your command tent.
Yes, it is. Decorated with various body parts of the Waldorf people. Isn't it beautiful?
It is stunning. Worthy of a leader like you.
Yes. Yes, indeed. If only I had my right-hand man.
It has been so long since I have seen you.
Yes, it has. I missed you.
I missed you.
Yes, you were a good commander for me.
Gringo. All of those years when you and Gangor were together, I must tell you, I was dying inside.
What? You have feelings for Gangor?
No. No, I have feelings for you. Please, listen to me. And if my feelings are met with disdain, then I vow I shall never raise them again. But you must know inside your heart, Gangor is not the man for you.
Gangor and I were together for 37 years.
Yes, I know. But were you ever truly happy?
It was the passion of love and hate. The exact Calaxian love, where you hate each other just as much as you love.
It doesn't have to be that way. You can love entirely, and with all-consuming joy.
Whoa.
Gringo, I have been stranded on that rock for so long. I had much time to think, much time to contemplate our ways. These humans are despicable and deserve
Yes,
death.
they are.
But there is some ways I have learned in which perhaps they are wiser than us.
Like what?
Like they give themselves over completely to their full emotions. And when they love fully. As I would love you.
Commander, Lieutenant, Captain, we need to go after the ensign.
Captain, I concur.
We need him back. I don't do toilets.
Let's prepare to enter that planet.
Captain, I'm prepared to go down there and assassinate the ensign. He has intimate knowledge of our crew, everything about our ship that he can share with them. We can't let that happen. He needs to be the first to go.
Lieutenant, I would like you to hold back on that and wait for my command. He's still our crew member. He's under the influence of lizard people. A highly persuasive breed.
Well,
And highly dangerous, as you well know.
Captain, you told them an hour and a half. That doesn't leave us a lot of time.
Let's get down there now. But wait for my command.
Yagor! That was incredible!
Saxon, you spoke with such authority.
Yes, yes!
You're finally stepping into your potential.
I feel my potential growing powerfully inside me.
You're making me so proud, son. Sax son.
Son? I've never been called son before. I've never had a father before. My father was killed.
Let us hear the story of poor Saxon's father's death.
I was a small child, no more than the age of 5. My father was tucking me in, going to tell me a bedtime story. And then suddenly, we heard my mother screaming. In the dead of night, fire, flames, lights flashing outside. My father quickly ran to see, and me running behind him. I was adorable. My little legs, trying to keep up. Daddy, Daddy, where are you going? Why is Mommy sad? We burst out, and there was Mother's body, splayed for miles. Her eyes looking at me on the ground, just the eyeballs. I will never forget it. Her last look at me was with her death. And my father looked up, and a huge Galaxian ship targeted him. But before they fired, he grabbed me, shielded my body with his, and he took the full blast. They thought they killed us both, but of course I survived.
And you never saw him again.
And I never saw him again.
You were young,
I was.
weren't you, Saxon?
Yes.
But tell me, in the recesses of your memory, did your father look like this? Ah! Daddy! Daddy! Daddy, you come back to me, Daddy.
Saxon, it's a long and sordid tale. This is not my first experience with the transmogrifier. I was sent to Earth undercover. I met your mother. I was meant to infiltrate the humans. But when I met her, I knew I couldn't go through with it. I decided to live a life quiet and in love. We had a child who was half Galaxian.
But you died.
I was beamed aboard their ship. They found me. They found out that I had abandoned my mission.
Why did you not come looking for me?
Because I wasn't waylaid by a human ship. I was waylaid by Galaxians.
I see. What?
I wanted to find you, son. I'm very conflicted, as you are, about humans and Galaxians. For your mother died some time ago, and in the intervening 37 years, I fell in love with a Galaxian.
And it is time that I perhaps realize my true self. Father, the ship approaches. What? We should take our stations.
Yes, you're right. Then, let us go.
Commander, you've been on this planet. You should be able to guide us.
If you just follow me. I have been on this planet, Captain. I was doing an excavation here.
Do you recognize any rocks?
I do. I recognize all of them. They're valuable on Earth. Children use them as pets. I don't know why. Ask the internet, our god.
Oh, Captain, I see one in a gold robe of some sort, over that ridge.
Hold your fire. Wait for my command.
You there! Show yourself!
Ah! No!
Quick, one of you! Come! Help me take this one. This is the one who was immune from the flu.
Oh, Captain!
You have no time for that now! Take her off into the canyon!
Yes!
Work, Skullfang.
Should I kill these two or leave them stunned?
Leave them stunned! Let them suffer!
Commander, I'm regaining feeling. They've taken the captain.
I'm completely paralyzed.
They hit you harder than me. She told me to wait until she gave the order, and look what happened to us. That's it. The first time I see the ensign, as soon as I see him, I'm taking him down. Commander, are you okay? Here. I'm going to inject this tranquilizer into your leg. There, it should help.
Thank you.
Gangor,
Grindel,
Welcome to my tent.
forgive my appearance.
Why don't you go back in the transmogrifier so I can see the real you?
I wish to stay like this for now.
So that's it, is it? You just have always been wanting to put distance between you and me.
Grindel, no!
Yes, isn't that so? Isn't that why 17 years ago you went off to fight in that battle? When I told you to stay. I gave you orders not as your captain, but as your partner. And you went anyways, because you were looking for a way out of this relationship.
I was confused. I betrayed you. When the Calaxians beamed me back from my mission from Earth, and I explained to them that I was playing the long game, that I had always been loyal to Calaxia. Well, that wasn't entirely true. I was feeling some kinship with these humans.
What?
I fathered a human. The ensign, Saxon, he is my son.
You had a child and you never told me?
Yes, that's right. Then, when I went to that battle 17 years ago against the humans that you ordered me to stay away from, I had the human ship in my sights. I was about to blast them from space when suddenly I remembered Susan, the Earth woman that I had coupled with, and our son, Samuel. I couldn't pull the trigger. And that's when I was jettisoned with that poor fool, Skullfang. Yes. He never exactly knew what had happened. I guess selfishly I had lied to him and made him believe we were waylaid by humans.
Skullfang loves me. Did you know that?
Yes, he confessed his love to you. He confessed his love for you to me.
There you go, that makes more sense.
I know it's all very convoluted. As I'm saying it now, I'm seeing that it's a lot of twists and turns.
How do you feel about that?
Frankly, I feel human.
Ugh!
For I've come to see that humans are not singularly driven like Calaxians. They exist in shades of gray. Their lives are messy, but in a way beautiful.
So, is this the real you? now then? Not the man who I loved and shared a bed with for 37 years.
Grindel.
The man whose heart I held in mine, literally once. The man whose name I have tattooed on my upper thigh.
Yes, yes, and I still have Grindel here. But you know where. I do love you, but I grow weary of the warring, the fighting, the never-ending conquest.
But we're Calaxians, that's what we do.
But what is the end? What is the end game? We must fight and fight. Can we never settle and live in peace and togetherness? Let bygones be bygones.
Captain! Skullfang.
The numbness shall fade soon, Captain.
I have the extractor ready.
You understand? We have no choice. When we discovered that you were for some reason immune to the emu flu, I realized that your DNA was the last chemical we needed to complete our ultimate weapon. I could explain the science to you, but your mind would explode.
Before I inject the extractor and extract what we need, what is this weapon? This is my first time hearing about this. Skullfang.
I shall tell you as you inject.
Ensign.
Inject her now and take the DNA. Yes. You see, Saxon, our race is destined for ultimate glory. For many, many eons, we have been the scourge of the omniverse. We lived under the opprobrium of the enlightened beings. In fact, for many, many eons, we were their slaves. But at last, a new species evolved from the old, and we no longer were content to live beneath the thumb of oppressors. I believe your own earthlings have experienced a similar evolution in their 24th century.
So we have, but we have evolved as well.
Yes, we shall see about that.
Now what is this weapon that you speak of?
This weapon is called the Carnibulator.
And what does it do?
Yes. The Carnibulator takes our DNA, now modified by the nucleic rubonic acid of hers, and that causes an ion-synchronic cascade fallout within the very fibrous muscular tissue of any being infected by it, causing the rumanovirus to overtake.
They will all die!
Yeah.
Ensign, don't you see? You'll die as well.
No, that is not true. Our species shall be immune to it. That is exactly what we get from the addition of her DNA. And at last, there shall be nothing in the universe, the omniverse, the multiverse, except Galaxia.
Ensign, you are a hybrid. You are part human. You do not need to be part of this.
Is that true, Saxon?
Ensign!
Or is it true, as Gangor has told me, that you are his son?
It is true. Yes.
And with that news, the captain tells something to the ensign that starts to melt his heart in the direction of the humans. Shout out what you think it was, or what you know it was.
She's really his mom.
She's really his mom.
She saved him.
She's his mother